My name Average J, and I'm back with a nice little video for y'all today.
Ricky, that's my bag. Boy, I got sweat. Mark Jacob on attack. Boy, I got racks. Yeah, my cash straight. Yeah, been had that.
なんで私たちばっかりこんな目に。欲しけりゃくれてやるわよ、こんな石。やるって何？いや、誤解っす。デカパイがなんだって？いや、俺はもうちょい心配の。近づいてみればお前らなんて。
So in today's video, I'm gonna be doing 10 slept on anime. Now these anime all are picked solely based on my opinion and how I feel about the anime itself and why I feel it is slept on. Now this first anime is called Dororo. To give a little summary about this anime, it's pretty much an anime where it's take place during the Japanese warring times between the states. It's like way back in the day where there was a lot of war going on. So a guy named Daigo Kagemitsu goes to the Hall of Demons, and he basically sacrifices his unborn son for prosperity of his country or his land. And in doing so, there's this little boy named Dororo, which the show mainly follows, and he meets a guy named Hyakkimaru, who is a boy with no skin, no arms, no limbs, no eyes, and no voice. And pretty much the story is just basically following them and what they go through on their journey as far as, you know, like going through that war period and warring states. Now why I say this anime is slept on is because one, it led up with a lot of hype. It had so much hype, people was looking forward to it, but it was like nobody was talking about it really. It had a couple scenes that people viewed and thought was cool or whatever, but I thought to me that it could have been recognized a lot more than which it was, because the anime itself had some really good sword fights. The Hyakkimaru is a great character and has great swordsmanship abilities and everything, and he was a savage. So I just feel like him as a character wasn't talked about that much either. He definitely should have been should have had some fan favorites and stuff like that. He definitely good for the ladies. But yeah, anyways, just check that anime out. Let me know what you think. I think it slept on just because it was hyped up, and I feel it lived up to the hype, but no one acknowledged it. Now this next anime, it's called Kokkoku. I believe that's how you pronounce it. I could be wrong, but from what I see how it's spelled, that's how it's pronounced. And it's basically about a family in which they have an ability to, I believe their name is the Yukawa family, but they have an ability to go into a different world in which they can stop time or stop everything around them while they are still fully functional. So in this, I really like the plot. I really like how everything was dealt with in this story. I really like how the characters and how they represented, and it was family over everything. It was I just, because that's how I grew up, and I really feel like it can connect to a lot of people and people who watch it. It has a great ending. It's complete. It's a complete anime. It's a newer anime. It got some nice characters, and the concept and the idea of the anime was like like very amazing to me. Like it was like, it's something that I feel like everybody wish they could do, but never had the chance to do it. Stop time and, you know, fix things or do something else. And basically, so basically in the story, I mean in the anime, they stop time, they run into problems, and it cause more problems and everything like that. I don't want to give no spoilers. I want you to go check it out for yourself. So that's why I'm being very like short as far as like my, you know, like giving more details about the story. But yeah, it's an OP character in there, cause strong as a mug. But yeah, I feel like it's slept on just because the idea was so bright, and it's an idea that everybody has, you know, in life, everyone. Now this next anime, it's called Megalobox. No, it's Megalobox. It's pretty much an anime, boxing anime. It's a guy who, you know, his name is Junk Dog, or Junk Dog Joe. He's, you know, in poverty or whatever, and he boxes to get a little money here and there, and for, you know, just because he liked the sport. So yeah, he to me, he just represented a lot, you know, being a person who, you know, doesn't come from the greatest background of people, or, you know, greatest financially, but he basically beat the odds and achieved what he wanted to achieve. He got to where he wanted to be. He fought for everything. He, you know, and he was a real dude. So he kept it real with everybody. He wasn't, you know, he didn't go easy on anybody. He basically just, you know, was to me a slept on character. Now this next anime is called Speed Grapher. This anime, to me, I watched it maybe, I want to say around between 2013 to 2015. I'm not sure the exact year I watched it, but I know when I watched it, I was still like you know, tiptoeing into the, you know, like more different anime, like as far as like widespread, like random anime. You know, you see an anime, you like, all right, I'm gonna watch this. You know, you just pick one. But this anime is about a photographer. His name, I'm trying to think off the top of my head. His name is Saiga. I don't know the last name, but he is a photographer. He was a photographer during a war and everything like that. He pretty much broke into the red light district. He worked for a company where he's kind of like trying to spy or be a detective. I'm not sure if that's like the right exact thing he was doing, but pretty much he was infiltrating another club or, you know, organization to, you know, just be like a spy or anything. I mean, spy or something like that. But my man was caught. And while being caught, he awakened this ability with his camera to, when he takes pictures, it makes things explode. Now, this anime, I mean, just think about that idea. Like, imagine if you could just, you know, take pictures of things, you know, like you see like this beautiful mountain and you like, I wish I could take a picture of that. And you just take a picture and it explodes. It's like no more, you know, it's not like it doesn't exist anymore, pretty much. So I just thought the idea of the anime and the way they gave people abilities and, you know, the abilities that they were given, they were kind of like, they weren't kind of like dumb abilities and didn't have like dumb side effects like some of the shows are. You know, some shows they give you like quirks, but it's only if you do this, and it's kind of weird and, you know, like kind of like you like, huh? But this one, it was more sensible, and the action in it was pretty good. The characters had, you know, like he was a very smart character. Tiger, I mean, what's the name, was the main character, the protagonist was a very smart character. He moved on his feet well. He, you know, it was an excitement to it, you know, and it kind of had that old school feel to it, like Cowboy Bebop type of thing. So yeah, I definitely think you should check it out. It is kind of older, but in the end, it is a good anime that I feel is slept on, again, just because of the idea of it and the way it was executed. Also, I would like to say that I'm gonna give a short little more detailed story or synopsis. Not story. Shoot, I keep saying that. Summary or synopsis down in the description. So any of these animes you want to pick out that you want to check out, you could look in the description and look at the synopsis and let me know if and go check it out. I also try to put where you can find the animes, as far as like what subscription or what app you can use to watch them. Maggie is slept on to me. Maggie, and the reason I feel like it's slept on is because the potential of it is like still all the way right here, and it's been so long since it dropped. That anime to me is like the character designs, the fights, the way they fought with magic. It was just unbeatable today as far as like magic, spell fighting and stuff like that to me. Now, especially character designs. They got the sickest character designs in that anime. It's a lot. It's not many animes that can compete with the character designs. Now, this next anime to me is just a better overall alternative of Sword Art Online. It's called Log Horizon. And the reason why I say that, several reasons why I say that. This anime, it gives a better explanation of what happened before, it was, created of, like, it didn't just come out of nowhere. Two, the characters in this jump, the main character in this jump is just like a better overall character to me because he leads, what I'm saying? He's not just running off on his own and attacking. He took everybody that was with him and basically upped their skills and took them to a whole new level. Sword Art Online, it isn't the worst show ever or worst anime ever, but the way things ended, the first season, it was just like these anime came out around the same time, I do believe. So if you want to find something that's you like animes that you get where characters are stuck in the game and they're or stuck in a world and they're trying to fight their way out, definitely check out Log Horizon. It's compared to the first season to Sword Art Online, and let me know what you think. The next anime I have for you is called Problem Children Are Coming From Another World. Now, the reason why I say this anime is slept on is because when this anime first came out, the idea of this anime was bright, it was new, it was just different. It broke in, I feel like it broke in for a lot of other anime. Basically it's an anime where three children are summoned to a world to basically save this country from catastrophe. And they handle all their business through games and stuff like that. It's kind of like No Game No Life, but it came out like way before No Game No Life. And that's another reason why I say this anime is slept on. It's because just think of how popular and how how good No Game No Life was. And when it came out, everybody was loving this joint. This was the anime. It was lit. So check it out. Let me know what you think. You can do that little comparison again. That anime to me is slept on for those reasons because it was a new idea. It was creative, and it's being executed still to this day. The same idea. Now, this next anime is called Rohe Braves of the Six Flowers. Now, this anime I really mess with. A lot of their character designs are really nice. It got one of my favorite characters in it. But pretty much to give a little, short synopsis, it's basically an anime where they summon 6 people, in which they get a curse mark to acknowledge that they are, one of the chosen six to defeat the god. I believe it's a devil. The god of evil or something like that. I will give a better description of it in the description, so you'll find a better explanation there. But yeah, there is 6 of them are summoned, but for some reason 7 people show up and they all have the curse mark. So they're basically trying to figure out who this 7th person is, so they can eliminate them and get rid of them from trying to like infiltrate or mess things up for them, or to see like what are they doing here. But you know, everybody is just pointing fingers saying it's not me, which turns into a lot of things. And you know, just the character I was mentioning, Adelemeyer, he like the Batman in anime. He basically just shows up and is, you know, well prepared for any fight and can handle his business with anybody, and can use his environment, use literally everything around you to get the W. So yeah, I that's why I feel like it's slept on. I feel like he should be more of a character favorite too, cause he got that JoJo mentality to him. He got that backbone. He got that, you know, he ain't backing down from a fight type thing. So yeah. Now this next anime was kind of like, it has a really long name. It's called I Couldn't Become a Hero, So I Reluctantly Got a Job. Now in this anime, the main character is just a guy who works at a store, but he was training to be a hero, but he couldn't pass the exam or finish the exam to become a hero, so he just got a job. Now this anime, it brings like, it was that first anime to me that brought like a bunch of different like genres and smashed it all into one, like comedy, ecchi, action, adventure, you know. And it's not saying that it was the first, but it was the one that had like this like kind of like weird, quirky feel to it, and it was kind of like what is going on, but it was still interesting. And you know, it had a overall like good idea as far as like mixed races and everything, just, you know, just chilling and, you know, just doing them everyday life type stuff, while involving action and, you know, still have a story that it follows. So yeah, it was, the reason why I say it slept on is because, again, when it first came out, it was like, to me, around that era, it was like the one that should have stood out more, because it was more, it made more sense than the others, if that makes sense to you. But to me, that's how I felt about it. It had a lot of, the anime is beautiful for one, and it had a lot of good scenes and everything in it. So yeah, go check it out. If you into the, you know, like random type anime or quirky anime that has a lot of stuff going on, and, you know, has that comedy, ecchi, adventure all in the one, that it's a really good anime, and I'm sure anybody who likes these type of animes or enjoy these type of anime would love this show. So next, we probably have my favorite slept on anime out of this whole list. This list isn't in, you know, rank or anything. It's just 10 and, you know, slept on anime that is my opinion that slept on. But this anime gotta be my favorite. It's called From the New World, and if you can't find it like that, it's called Shinsekai Yuri, I believe. It's something like that. It will be in the description. But this anime right here, to me, was so mind-blowing. It was so impactful on me. Again, it's just something, it just leaves you with something, you know, as a human being, you think about, you not just going to watch this anime completely and just go about your life and it not hit you as a lesson learned for you as a human being and everything like that. To give a little synopsis or, you know, summary of it, is basically these 5 children are, you know, have the power of telekinesis, and they go to this, you know, like school where learning about it, but it's like kind of like, it's kind of, I'm gonna say this, I don't want to give any spoilers, but it just teach you how to be grateful for being a human being, and, you know, not take it for granted, and to really understand how we are, you know, like stronger, or, you know, how we are the ultimate being on this earth and everything like that, and how we should value, you know, everything around us, the people, the animals, everything, literally everything. So this anime, I do have to say, it starts off kind of slow, but and you gotta pay attention, like really hard pay attention. You gotta like focus, you gotta tunnel vision in this anime, but once you get into it, I would say about 6 or 7 episodes into it, it's gonna hit you, and it's gonna hit you hard, and you're gonna be mind blown. It took me a while. I was just like scrolling, I was like, man, I always see this anime, let me just go ahead and watch it. So when I finally watched it, it probably took me like 2 years to get to the 7th episode. So, cause I was like watching it like, and it might be the same for you. But when you finally sit down and watch it, I guarantee it's worth it. It's a complete anime. You know, the way things go down is, you know, it got everything good animes got. People gonna die. You know, you gonna learn lessons from it. It got action. You know, it got a good plot. It's everything. It's mysterious. If you into like sci-fi anime, it's even more perfect for you. But it just really just stood out to me when I finally completed it, finished it, and it's an anime that's always stuck to me, and I feel like people should, you know, tune into it, and it's good for the anime community itself. You know what I'm saying? It was like really interesting and really like mind-blowing to me. Like this is when I knew that, like when I finished this one, that how creative like anime can be, like how creative these manga artists, the people who write these stories, how smart and how intelligent they are, and how much credit that they deserve for putting in, you know, making these beautiful works of art. It's like I was just so amazed by it. Like I didn't know that it would, you know, make me feel a certain way as a human. So, but that's all. Thank you for checking out this video. I hope that you go and you stop sleeping on these anime and go check them out, and so you can be woke. I would feel like my job as bringing this channel, making this channel exist, would be complete and fulfilled. But anyway, thank you for watching my video. My name's Average J. Please like, comment, and subscribe. I'll see you next time.
Yeah, she my little partner. She shoot at you just like a shuttle. Dump a neck 'cause she look like a model. And she got good brain like a scholar. And she making all the noise. And she don't got time for little